Hey guys, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. Wanted to talk to you about the Exodus Knife and Tool sale. It went well. Um, Within the first 5 minutes, I think all but 3 or 4 of the knives had sold. I then had to go to a little children's birthday party, came back, everything was sold. It's fantastic. But we did have some problems. So this has happened to me before. It's been a long time, but we oversold on one knife in particular. I noticed as I was looking through the orders that 2 of them were for the same price of a knife that I thought I probably only had one of. I looked, they were in fact both the same knife. I tried messaging the last person to have purchased the knife, immediately canceled and refunded the order immediately so that he could have a chance to grab a different one if he wanted. And then I went and I looked and I realized on the website, even though I have it set up to track inventory, it still wasn't labeled out of stock, and it still said I had one out of stock. So really quick, I was on that and marked it out of stock. And this is a pretty rare occurrence, but it usually happens when I have one product in stock and a lot of people want it. So if I have 20 people interested in one knife color variation and I have 20 of those knives, my website has not had problems, I think, ever with being out of stock when the 20th person purchases their knife. Or if 20 people want 10 knives, it'll be out of stock, whenever, because there's a bit of space in between purchases, there's more left. In this case, I'm guessing that the system was overloaded and 20 people were interested in one product and were trying to buy it at the same time, and it just overloaded the system or something. So this is a huge problem. Nobody's been rude. Nobody has done anything unprofessional, but I advertise these sales well in advance. I tell you exactly when they're going to go up, and people watch their computers and refresh the screens, and I understand being irritated and disappointed, either if you miss the knife that you want, or even more, to a much greater extent, if you successfully purchase the knife that you've been wanting for a week or longer, and then the next thing you know, your order's canceled and you get a message saying, sorry, my bad. That sucks. It really sucks. I feel bad about it. So what I think I'm going to do is, anytime I have only one of a certain color variation, I'm sitting here shaking with my camera, it's freaking cold. Anytime I only have one, I'm gonna try, I think, to either raffle or auction that single knife out. So raffle is good because everybody interested can buy as much of a chance, as much of a slot as they can afford to win, and that's fun to people. And auction is good because the person who is the most determined to get it gets it. So there are 2 different ways of looking at it. I usually prefer to do an auction. I've never really felt comfortable with raffles. It's just a weird thing, but I do them sometimes, and if you guys like them and want them, I'll do them more often. I really want to mitigate this. I don't want this to ever happen. It's been so long since it has happened, I'd forgotten about it. I do apologize. If this happens in the future, for whatever reason with my website, it oversells 10, 20, whatever, all I can really do is refund your money or give you an equal valued product, or figure that out if I have one, with an apology, or I can give you dibs on the next order. So in this instance, the jackalopes I think will be in by next weekend. I'll let you guys know. But in this case, if the guy wants one of the jackalopes that I post before they even go up for, officially up for sale on the website, I'll sell it to him. I'll give him dibs. Because I think I owe him at least that much. It's not fair for everybody, and I really want things to be fair for everybody, but it's not always how things work. So if you have any ideas on that, let me know. If you prefer raffles or auctions, one or the other, let me know and why if you want to. Of course, you can always send me an email if you don't want public comments being up or a message on Instagram. But I'm going to take steps to fix this, and also I'm going to try to order at least 50 of any given production knife in the future. I'm really considering the next batch being like 50 Adventure Crafts and flat dark earth Cerakote with OD green handle scales, and like 25 Jackalopes of the same, and maybe 25 Mutants of the same. We'll just have to see. But I do like the small batch thing too. I am interested in having onesies and twosies of special steels, special colors, and special handle materials. I think it's fun, and I think it's cool, and there's a good chance that if I do a raffle or an auction on every unique knife that we sell, that it will raise the value as a whole of those unique knives on the secondary market, and some people are into that too. So that's what we're looking at, guys. And so going forward, I mentioned a little bit about ordering 50 and 25 and whatever. What I'd like to do is order a large number of knives in one color combination, and hopefully they don't all sell out right away, but if they do, they do. And then order a different color combination. What I would really like to do is have at least 50 knives for sale every month in a different color. And maybe even have the colors advertised in advance for the entire year or something like that. So that if you're waiting for one particular color of the knife that you want, you know that it's supposed to come in January, and you can wait for January and you can get one or whatever. But I'd like to have knives in stock all the time. That's always been the goal. And I don't like you guys not being able to get what you want. I am gonna work on making that happen. And if you want Exodus knife and tool product and you have the money to get one, I would like for you to be able to get one. On the flip side, I don't like doing pre-orders. They're unnecessarily stressful. Some of you guys handle them great. Some of you guys have been waiting as patient as a mouse, just the most awesome customers. But some are less so, and I am less so. It stresses me out a little bit, and I think it probably is more stressful for a White River as well. And instead of keeping this small batch and doing pre-orders and other things to keep things small and keep myself out of risk, which is part of why that's good, I think it's time to just step up to the plate and order big batches. I think, I can take the risk and get larger numbers out there and get you guys hooked up. White River Knives should be selling my knives in basic colors everywhere, all over the place. Most likely stonewash finish, black micarta handles. And that's great. I fully support that. And I share, when those go on sale and I don't have knives in stock, I share them. If you want stonewash and black and somebody has a stock, buy it. Don't wait to buy from me. It's fine. I just want everybody to get the knife that they want, but I want to offer something different and unique. It takes me extra time. It takes me extra money. The knives cost slightly more, usually about $10 more. I include the shipping in the cost of the knife. But I'm also looking at getting some really crazy Sanmai steels. I also import handle material from Poland. I'm also always spending money testing probably, silly stuff, new makers of handle materials, new this, new that. and it all costs money. So this video has gotten way too long. I thought I was only going to do a 2-minute video. Now I'm sitting here babbling on about Exodus Knife and Tool. But I tell you what, guys, I love Exodus Knife and Tool. If I could sell my other business and just do Exodus Knife and Tool and run the farm full time and do YouTube full time, that's what I would do. I really love doing Exodus Knife and Tool. I'd like to invest more in it, pay for more AutoCAD, get more models up. You guys know I have more models coming, but it just takes a long time. But I'd like to change that. I think if a cash injection on my part might speed that process up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, all right, well, this has already gone on too long. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry it ended up being this much of a ramble, but I guess if you're buying my knives and you're a subscriber of my YouTube channel, you're already used to me doing this. So there you go. Have a blessed day. I'll talk to you in the comment section below.